Well, we are celebrating fall in our studio kitchen on this Food City Friday with Chef Julie. Always fun when she makes her delicious treats, and this one's so seasonal.
It is, and I always look for fresh inspiration for when I'm, this time of year. And I just got to go to the apple orchards in North Carolina. I don't always make it up there every year, but this year I got to go, and it's so much fun to walk around and pick your own apples. So, but anyway, this is an apple spice cake that has an apple filling, and it has a wonderful caramel filling, and then the cream cheese frosting. I'm actually going to make this for a wedding, but I'm going to use traditional frosting. One of the tiers will be this flavor.
Oh,
so
yum.
It's like, okay, so I had all that in my head. It's like, well, that'll be perfect to share with y'all.
Yes.
Because it's a delicious, delicious, delicious cake. It's really good.
And it's this time of year, using our apples and our cinnamon and our
Yes.
nutmeg. I mean, all those spices just come together, and it just elevates the fall experience.
It does. And because there's so much going on, I'm not going to actually make the recipes here, but I'm going to talk about it. But bakingwithjulie.com has every recipe or a link. I got a link for the caramel sauce. So you won't miss a thing. It's all on there. But I just wanted to kind of walk through some basics. And these are good tips whatever you bake. So this will help everybody. This particular cake, and you can kind of see what that part. We'll finish it off later. We use cake flour, not normal flour. So cake flour is, it's just ground a little more fine. It's very low in gluten as well. And so that's where you're going to get your best result if you use a cake flour for this recipe instead of
I've seen that
normal
box with you before.
Yes, yes. And there's more than one brand out there, and it doesn't really matter which one you get, but a cake flour is what you'll use for this one.
Okay.
And one thing that helps with a lot of recipes is if all of your ingredients are at room temperature.
Oh, even your eggs?
Yes. Yes.
See, I'm learning all kinds of things.
Yes, even your eggs.
Taking notes.
And your butter.
Butter.
Yes, and this one also has buttermilk in it as well. This recipe does.
And buttermilk
and
at
buttermilk
room temperature?
room temperature. Now you don't leave it out for days.
No,
but if you just set it out before you're going to bake a few hours, you're fine. Butter you can just set out for a long time. It's fine. And with this recipe, you actually separate the eggs. The egg yolks are separate from the egg whites. You put the yolks in first, you do the egg whites, make it into a meringue actually, and fold it into your batter at the end.
Okay.
So that's a little bit different kind of thing. So the cake does have a few little nuances. The instructions are all very clear in my recipe, so you won't miss that. One thing that's super important is preparing your pan properly. And I always like to get parchment paper or wax paper. I grease my pan with a little shortening. I put in my paper, I grease the top of that, then I put flour in, shake it around. Cakes will not stick if you do that.
Okay.
And there's nothing more frustrating than to go to all the trouble to make a wonderful cake, and then you try to take it out, and it's not coming. If that,
around the side, and trying to get underneath, yes.
And if that happens to you, maybe you forgot to take your cake out of the pan after it's cooled for about 15 minutes and it kind of stuck, pop it back in the oven for a few minutes. Sometimes that's enough to help loosen it back up, make it easier to get out. So little tip there to help you out. The other part of this wonderful cake is the apple filling.
Oh my goodness,
Which
look
this
at
here,
that.
and the way I did it, I actually, sliced my apples, peeled them. I have one of those little machines, that I crank them through.
I love those.
And I roasted it in the oven. I combined it with some flour and wonderful spices, sugar, lemon juice to give it some extra tartness. And so it's really like an apple pie filling, but you bake it on a flat baking sheet in the oven, let it roast about 20, 30 minutes or so until it's fork tender. And then I took this, I ran it through a food processor to puree it a little bit. So you can see there's still some chunks, but you didn't want to have big slices, in the middle of the cake. It's better to kind of do it this way. And that's something you can definitely make in advance. Caramel sauce, well, I made that, but it's delicious.
But she also put that link, and
The
she
link's
mentioned
there.
the blog, bakingwithjulie.com, takes you to the blog. I've been there today, step by step with
everything's
pictures
there.
and everything to help you walk through it. And when we come back, she's going to show us how to do the cream cheese frosting.
And finish the cake off.
Oh, it looks lovely. All right, bakingwithjulie.com for more recipes and ideas, and of course foodcity.com for all of these great products and more information on that. We'll be right back.
Are you looking for the perfect banquet venue for your dream wedding or business meeting? General